Welcome to Anchor Workout Release number 1. Before we begin, set your anchor to hip height with low to medium resistance. Overview of movements. We'll take a squat with a row, a jab with a foot pivot, a split squat with overhead tricep extension, deadlift with overhead press. All movements will be performed for time and all on one side before switching to the other side. Rounds and timing. First round will be 1 minute of work, 10 seconds of rest. Second round, 45 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. And third round, 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Round number 1 begins in 15 seconds. Make sure your workspace is clear. Keep some water nearby so that you can hydrate during the breaks. First exercise is a squat with a row. So rooting the heels, peeling the toes back, pulling the belly towards the spine to engage the core. You're sitting back through the squat as the arm extends, and then as you extend through the legs, rowing the arm into your side. So keeping that tricep close to your core as it rows in. Chest stays open, face and neck are relaxed. Each time you move through the exercise, maybe sit a little bit deeper into the squat. Right here, we're going for range of motion, not necessarily speed. For rounds 2 and 3, we'll be able to add a different element to increase the intensity. Keep the breath moving. Try to coordinate that breath with the movement. About 5 seconds left, and we'll move on to the second exercise. Awesome work. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We'll move on to the second exercise, which will be a jab. Handle is in your right hand, and your left foot is forward. So you're swiveling on the ball of your right foot as you punch through with that right hand. Very important to pivot to keep your knee safe. Squeeze the belly towards the spine. Excellent rotational work for the core. And again, we're going for range of motion here. Form and function first. Rounds 2 and 3 will have the opportunity to speed it up. And keep that left hand on guard as if you're punching a bag or shadow boxing. And the punch goes out faster than it comes back in, and make sure to retract that elbow right back to your core. 5 seconds left. Stay strong. And rest. Again, if you need a sip of water, go ahead and take that. The handle will remain in the right hand for a split squat with an overhead tricep extension. So left foot is still forward, ball of the right foot. Arm bends at the elbow as you drop down into that split squat, and then extends fully overhead as you extend from the legs. Keep the back nice and straight. Keep the belly towards the spine. Shoulders relaxed, chest open, breathing. Just explore your range of motion here. For the first round, it may not be as deep as rounds 2 and 3, and that's okay. Focus on that left heel staying rooted so that the shin is vertical when you go into the split squat. Keep breathing. You're almost there. 10 seconds left. Last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Grab a sip of water again if you need it. The last move of this side will be a deadlift. So handle is in your right hand. You're hinging from the hips, and then once you come to stand, you're adding an overhead press. Knees are soft on that hip hinge. Heels are rooted, aiming for a nice flat back on the deadlift. If you feel like the overhead press is not available, feel free to leave it out. Maybe add it at some point. Once you return from that hip hinge and you drive those hips forward, think about squeezing the glutes and pulling the belly towards the spine so the core is engaged for that overhead press. Keep the head above the heart as you hinge and keep that breath moving. Almost there. 5 seconds left, and then we'll switch everything to the other side. Awesome job. So we're going to take those same 4 moves, but this time with our left hand on the handle. So get ready. Left hand holding the handle, squat and row, just as we did on the right side. Heels rooted, toes peeled back, belly nice and tight, chest is open. As you row, think about pressing that chest through and squeezing the shoulder blades together. Maybe this time you get a little bit deeper in the hips. Each time you go through these workouts, you'll find your range of motion changes, your strength changes, perhaps you add more resistance, or maybe you stay the same, and that's okay. The goal is mobility and strength and some cardiovascular work. Hang in there, you have 10 seconds left. Make it the best 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. 10 seconds of rest. Grab some water if you need it. Handle in the left hand still. You'll have your right foot forward. And we're going to swivel on the ball of that left foot, punching through, making sure that the whole body is rotating so that the hips, shoulders, all go in the same direction as that punch. And once again, this is to get the feel for it in this first round. We'll add some speed in rounds 2 and 3. Full extension of that arm, and then retracting that elbow right back to your side. Right hand can be on guard if you wish. Great practice for any type of boxing work that you like to do. Strengthens the punch, increases core strength and mobility, and can definitely drive your heart rate up, which is a bonus. Last 3. Nice. Grab some water. Okay, split squat here. So right foot is forward, handle in the left hand. Bending and extending through those legs. As you drop into the split squat, elbow bends, and then as you extend, the arm extends. Hitting that tricep, quads, hamstrings, glutes, core. Keep that right heel rooted. Looking for a nice straight back. So you have 90-degree angles in the legs as you drop down. One minute of work. You want to keep a steady pace. As we decrease the work time, you can speed it up a bit. Five seconds left. You've got this. Stay strong. Keep breathing. Awesome job. Okay, last move of this round, the deadlift with overhead press. So handle is in the left hand. Heels rooted. Hinge at the hips. Drive those hips forward. Squeeze the glutes and abs, and then press overhead. Really good exercise for training to work with kettlebells, for swinging exercises, or just to simply work on your deadlift form. And again, as time goes on and you get more comfortable with the exercises and want to progress and strengthen, you can add resistance, more resistant plates to the base. Each time you do the workout, you may change the resistance depending on what your goal is for the workout. Almost there. And then we're going to take a longer break before we begin round 2. Stay strong, you've got this. Last 5. Nice work. Okay, we have a full minute of rest before we begin round 2. Same 4 movements, shorter work period, same rest period. You'll see a picture in the picture showing you an impact version or a speed version depending on the move. So feel free to take it up a notch if you're feeling up to it. If not, just stay with me in the full picture. Recovery is important. It'll help you to work better, more efficiently, more effectively, and most importantly, you'll be safe. Grab that last sip of water, get yourself ready to go. The handle will be in the right hand again for our squat rows. Heels are rooted, toes are peeled back. Here we go. Dropping into that squat and then rowing. So maybe you speed it up. Maybe if you see on your bottom right corner, adding a jump to that squat, completely optional. If impact is not something for you, instead of the jump, you could come to a toe raise, so squat toe raise with a row. Think about pressing that chest through, squeezing the shoulder blades as you row back. Abs are tight toward the spine, shoulders relaxed. Just increasing the speed of this would be perfect. The impact, like I said, is optional. Almost done. Nice work. Okay, 10-second break. Grab some water. If you added those jumps, you'll definitely want some. And we're moving on to that jab. So handle in the right hand. Left foot is forward, swiveling on the ball of your right foot. And you'll see in the bottom right hand, I'm adding some speed to that. So full extension of that arm. Punch goes out faster than it comes in. Pulling that elbow right back to the hip. Nice work. Keep swiveling on the ball of that foot. Super important for your knees. Keep the belly towards that spine. Great rotational core work. Almost done. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Okay, quick sip of water if you need it. Handle stays in the same hand. We'll take that split squat. So left foot is forward, right knee is behind you, or right foot is behind you, bending deeply. Maybe this time you increase the range of motion. Maybe you increase the resistance, so you can pause and put more resistance on if you feel like you're up for it. I didn't offer a progression here because this one really is about the depth of the split squat, the full extension of the arm, and truly the resistance will give you the effort or the extra effort that you're looking for without adding speed or impact. Almost done. One more move for this side. Good. Quick rest. Last one on the right side. Deadlift with the overhead press. Heels rooted. Belly towards the spine. Handle in a rack position. And then pressing overhead. So that rack position, you're simulating how you would hold a dumbbell or a kettlebell in rack. And as I said in the first round, this is just a great training tool for any type of hip hinge, hip drive movements, like a kettlebell swing or a dumbbell swing or a clean and press or a snatch. And again, I didn't add a progression here. The progression would be to add more resistance. So add another plate. You can always press pause throughout the workout and make that adjustment. Good work. Okay, same 4 moves, other side for this second round, 45 seconds of work. Handle in the left hand, squat and row. And again, you have that option in the bottom right-hand corner, adding that jump, or perhaps a toe raise, or simply speeding up the squat, or staying exactly as you are. Challenge yourself. You want to be uncomfortable, but not unsafe. Every time you roll back, feel that chest open, feel the shoulder blades retracting. Fantastic job. Okay, a jab. So handle in the left hand. You have your right foot forward, swiveling on the ball of that left foot, punching straight across. If you're choosing that speed, quick, full punch, and then retract that arm right back to your side. Again, great practice for boxing technique, boxing strength. Stay focused on that full body rotation. Make sure you're breathing. Awesome. Okay. Split squat with the overhead tricep extension. Handle in the left hand still. So full knee bend, full extension at the top. Root that right heel. As you drop down, make sure the front shin stays vertical. And again, looking for that 90-degree angle in both legs. Super straight back, belly towards the spine. Relax the shoulders. You're doing great. Hang in there. Almost done with this round, and then you'll only have one more to go. Awesome job. Okay, quick sip of water. Last move of this round. Handle in the left hand, in a rack position, deadlift to an overhead press. So hip hinge, hip drive, and press it up overhead. Squeeze the belly towards the spine, aiming for a nice flat back. Keep the head above the heart. Stay rooted in those heels so you really feel those hamstrings fire up. When you lift from that deadlift or hip hinge, squeeze those glutes nice and tight to protect the low back. So next time you come through these workouts, consider the weight that you've chosen and perhaps add another plate or two or not. Excellent. Okay, full minute of rest. Grab some water. Take some nice deep breaths. Last time through will be 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. So this is where we want all out effort. If it means increasing your weight, go ahead and do that. Just make sure you feel safe. Should be challenging but safe. If you want to add the impact or the speed on the two moves that we show an option, go for it. Everything you've got here. Last time through, you know the moves. All out effort. Press pause whenever you need to if you want to change your resistance. Get ready to go. Handle in the right hand, squat row. Here we go. All right, so a little quicker maybe. Maybe adding that jump, maybe the toe raise, maybe both, maybe a little bit of each through the 30 seconds. Do what you can to really push yourself to that place of being uncomfortable, but always making sure that you feel safe. Squeeze the belly tight at the top, squeeze the glutes tight. You're almost done. Everything you've got. Nice job. Okay, quick rest. We're taking that jab here. Maybe you add that speed. Really take it up a notch. Handle in the right hand, left foot forward, swivel on the ball of that right foot. Go for that speed now. Nice sharp jab, punch and retract, punch and retract. Squeeze the belly, relax the shoulders, keep that breath moving. Go for that speed, bring that heart rate up. Excellent. Split squat with overhead tricep extension. Handle in the right hand. We have that left foot forward, right foot back. So we're going for depth here, range of motion. So full bend, full extend. And if you never add resistance through this workout, just think about it for the next time. You'll want to come back to this a few times. Every time you do, it will be a little bit different. You'll feel a little stronger. Almost done. Great job. One more move for this round. Right hand has the handle in a rack position. Hip hinge or deadlift to an overhead press. Pull that belly deep towards the spine. Nice flat back. Make sure the knees are soft. They can truly bend as much as you wish. As long as the heels are rooted, you'll get that heat in the hamstrings, back of the legs, working the core the entire time. And always that overhead press is optional. Last 3, 2, and 1. You are done with that side. Okay, this is it. Final. Left hand has the handle, squat, row, adding the jump if you wish. There's the jump. If you want to add that extra bit of impact, you can always go to the toe raise. Squeeze everything tight at the top. Open up that chest. Fullest range of motion possible here. You've got this. Stay strong. Nice work. All right, handle is still in the left hand. We'll take that jab. So right foot is forward, coming across the body. Add the speed if you wish. Keep the belly tight towards the spine. Keep your breath moving. Just 2 more moves after this. You've got this. You've come this far, just a little bit further. You can do it. Nice job. Okay, split squat, overhead, tricep extension. Last 2 moves. Handle in the left hand. Right foot is forward, bending and extending. Keep the back nice and straight. Watch that front shin. Make sure it stays vertical. Great job. You're so close. 1 more move after this. Last 3. Done. Awesome. Okay, final. And then we'll move on to a great stretch. Handle is still in the left hand. Hip hinge, hip drive, adding the overhead press if you wish. Squeeze everything tight at the top. Relax the shoulders. Keep the chest open. Always focusing on good posture. Nice job. Finish strong here. You've got this. Right to the last second. And you're done. Fantastic work. We have a minute of rest. We're going to come back and take some stretches, grab some water. When you finish here today, just make a note of the resistance that you used. And then each time you come back, try and add some resistance, or perhaps you needed to take away some resistance. That's okay. Just stay consistent with the workouts. You'll feel stronger. You'll increase your mobility. And you'll just feel great. Getting ready for your stretch, we're going to take the handle into the right hand. And we're going to take our right foot at 12 o'clock. Left foot is going to be at 10 o'clock. And we're taking a windmill, so you're pushing into that right hip. Right arm is extended, guiding that hand, left hand down the inside of the leg. And then we're going to take a hip flexor stretch. So right foot is forward, left foot behind. You're pressing that left heel down, stretching your calf, front of the hip, opening the chest and the shoulder. Breathing. Then we're going to balance on that right leg. Go ahead and take your left foot in hand, quadricep stretch. Holding the handle of the anchor is great for a counterbalance, gives you a little bit more stability. Plant both feet, both hands on the handle. Just going to hinge forward, soften the knees, keep the chest open. Nice stretch for the hamstrings. Think about breathing the length of your spine. Slowly lift up. Allow that chest to open. Shoulder blades come together. Maybe lift the chin, open the mouth to release the jaw. Nice full body stretch for the front of the body. And then we'll take the same stretches on the other side. So handle in the left hand, left foot at 12 o'clock, right foot is at 2 o'clock, guiding that hand down the inside of the leg, pushing that left hip to the left. And slowly return. Left foot is forward, right foot behind. Press that right heel down, stretching that calf. Left arm is open for a great shoulder and chest stretch. And put your weight into your left foot. Go ahead and grab the right shoe. Quadricep stretch, great for your balance. And release that foot. Nice deep hip hinge here. Open up the chest, soften the knees. Breathe into the back of the legs. And slowly lift up, opening up that chest. Once again, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Think about the shoulders moving down the back. Maybe lift the chin. Awesome job. Thanks so much for training with us today. We look forward to seeing you again very soon.